Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
Raheem the Dream, we here another week. Let's get it.
There we go. There we go. Another week, another week to trade, another week to make some money out here. Always good times to make some money out here, man.
Facts, man. Especially when you're in this certain time that we're living in.
Oh yeah,
You
for
have to
sure.
check inside the house.
For sure, for
Actually,
sure.
I heard something a little earlier on the news. They said it was like this is the most people that's ever been in households, percentage of households that have something in the stock market right now, ever in history.
Okay. And that's big. And there's still a lot of people that's not in the stock market. So
hmm
big number, but it could be even bigger. So man. That's good to know, though. That's definitely good to know. A lot of people are actually participating in the stock market now. Now, are they making money? I don't know about that. I don't know if they're making money. They can participate all day. I mean, they don't pass out participation awards around here, though. You get your money took around here, man. They shake you down like some criminals around here.
All the way into your drawers.
I'm telling you. A lot of people go out here, man, lose everything. Everything they put in there, gone. That's not who
Uh,
you want to be. That's not how you want to be. That's why you need to go ahead and head over to hackthemarketstrading.com because that's how we help you guys out. We give you that coaching. We give you the tools that you need. We give you stocks to actually look at, strategies to use, all that type stuff, people to talk to. All of those things add up. Like you
the
doing it
expert.
on your own is not going to really, it's not going to suffice too much.
Yeah. Surround yourself with the people that's winning and what you want to win in.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like we're not just only in one facet of the market either, because I mean we're in all of them. That's why we hack all the markets, not just one. So we in the stock market, we in the options market, we in the foreign exchange, we in the crypto market, we in all of them. We track the indexes, we track the futures, we trade pretty much anything we want to trade.
hmm Hey,
Definitely.
and then on there they said he said one of his cousins came to him, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a day trader." And then he said, "Well, I bet you can guess how long that lasted."
Oh man, probably about a few weeks,
Hey,
just
yeah.
a few weeks.
He said, because I mean, realistically, only like 1 or 2% people in the world are successful, profitable day traders.
Exactly. There's not too many people that's like successful day traders. And I mean,
Mhm.
like, we got strategies and all that stuff for day traders. Me personally, I'm not a big day trader, but we got some people on the team that do a lot of day trading. So, I mean, it's not like it's something that I just love. I'll say that. I've done it in the past and it was a love-hate relationship for me. And that's the reason why I'm kind of like, I will, but it's not gonna be like something that I just want to do all the time. That's
And
not
see,
gonna be how I want to make my money. I like the big moves. I like the swing moves.
that goes back to the type of trader you are. We have a
Mm-hmm.
video on that here on this channel.
Yep.
Um, just being a day trader, you had a chance of you can't really make any mistakes.
Nah.
That's the thing about as a day trader, you can't make mistakes because
Yeah,
it's
you
not
gotta
time.
cut that thing so fast. You gotta have
You,
some type of strategy that gives you some
yeah,
type of edge.
exactly.
If you don't have an
Exactly.
edge, you might as well just quit.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
because if you're doing, I mean, now if you're doing 50-50 and you're doing good risk management, okay, I can see that. But if you 50-50, you don't really know too much about risk management. You're just out here just throwing it out here, man. You definitely about to blow up an account. Like,
Mhm.
it is no doubt in my mind that you will blow up that account very fast, very very fast.
Hey, they gonna know it's not gonna take people long to figure that out.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about the markets is everything that happens in the market is never you're not supposed to look at it as a loss. It's a lesson, and it's up to you if you're gonna continue to make the same mistake
Yeah,
or you gonna learn from the lesson.
exactly. If you learn from the lesson, then you good. If you don't, then it's like, eh. You know what I
Ain't no
mean? Like, it's nothing else that I could do for you. I can keep leading you and I can keep giving you the tools and keep giving you the strategy. But I mean, what else can I do for you if you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over? How can you keep inputting the same thing but expect different results?
so trading is that simple.
Yeah,
You make a mistake and you just don't make the same mistake again.
exactly. And a majority of the mistakes, like the biggest mistakes out here, are over leveraging and over trading. That's really what makes you blow up those accounts. Like not understanding risk management
Mm-hmm.
and just feeling like you need to trade all the time. Those two things right there really, really like define like traders and they define like a good trader and a terrible trader. Cause like when we talk about discipline, like discipline is not waiting and now I'm just gonna trade and then I see something else I'm gonna trade. No, discipline is waiting on that right opportunity. You see that stock hitting a certain price level. That price level is key to something else that you've been watching. And if you have like a lot of layers that start adding up to this key level, okay, boom. That right there is a highly probable trade and you can leverage up a little bit more on that one too. Like you definitely take that trade, but if you wanted to, you definitely leverage up on that trade, like because that's just one that's like a clear hit. If it doesn't go right, you of course cut that thing real quick. But and especially with you being over leveraged, you'll definitely have to cut that thing quick. But outside of that, I mean, a lot of people go out here and they do that same strategy, but they don't even know where they're buying this thing. So this thing just goes all over the place to them, and they're like losing money and they're panicking. They're seeing this
Mhm.
red on the account, so they're like, "Man, I got to get out of this before I lose more." They
Yeah, because
cut it.
they don't know where it's going. And
Exactly. They
most
end
people
up cutting it. The thing end up bouncing higher. They're sitting there pissed because they're like, ugh, like I just got my money took from me. I bought it. It went down. I sold it. It went right back up. Like, what is this game that I'm playing? Like, come on, man. Like, I can't win this.
they don't know where they at in the market. They just out there.
Exactly.
They
And
just
that's
out there.
not how you want to be. That is definitely not how you want to be. Like,
And I would say honestly, if you really just go in and get up under someone's wing for it could only take maybe a month or two for you to start being a profitable trader.
yeah. Now to understand all the mechanics, understand how to view certain things, why certain things are happening, all that type stuff. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit more time. But if
Right.
you just trust the process, like say for instance you came with our group, if you just trusted the process that we gave you and the strategies that we throw out there, then for sure you're gonna be profitable. Like you're gonna make money. You follow the analysis, you follow what we're posting, you're gonna be profitable. um Cut it when you're supposed to cut it. Just follow the rules, follow what we have guided. If you don't, I mean, there's nothing else we probably can say. You just got to follow along though. And then what it is you learn from the stuff that we're doing. You learn from the webinars that we do. You learn from the talks that we have. You learn from the questions that you ask us. All that type stuff. You learn from actually interacting with the market, putting in these orders, doing stuff like that. Once
You
you
don't know
actually
the
do
market
that,
unless you've actually been in the market. That's the
mhm.
only way you know the market.
Exactly. Cause it's like I always say, like I use this one a lot. It's like with basketball. Like I played basketball a lot, but when I was younger. Still play it a little bit now. But the thing is, like, you can't play the game without picking up the ball and getting on the court. You'll never be able to understand like the dynamics of the game, how to actually play and all that stuff by just reading books and watching it on television. Like, yeah, you can watch the greatest. You can watch like old film of Michael Jordan and Kobe and all that stuff. You can watch current film of LeBron, old film of LeBron, Giannis. You can watch all these guys. You can watch Kyrie and Steph and all these guys with the handles. You can watch all this stuff and you can just play it over and over and over and mimic it. Like, just understand what they're doing. But until you pick the ball up, you don't know if you can do any of this stuff. You don't even know if you coordinated enough to do any of this stuff. And then you start bouncing the ball, and it's like, oh man, the ball didn't bounce like how I thought it was gonna bounce or something. Or, like it's harder to control than what I thought it was. And then you start shooting, and it's like, man, shoot, I thought it was gonna be easier than this. You ain't gonna
It,
find that out by just watching it.
they make it Kobe make it look easy. LeBron
Exactly.
make it look easy.
But you're not gonna find that out by just watching it. Like you really have to do the work. If you don't do the work, I mean, there's nothing else that can be said. I mean, you gotta do the work. You have to interact with it. You have to have some type of interaction with the market to understand what's going on. And I'm not saying that you have to put real money up. They have a lot of platforms out here, some built inside of your brokerage firms,
Mhm.
where you can paper trade or kind of like have like test accounts where you're just paper trading and not losing any real money, but you can actually test real strategies out and see how good you are. You could say, okay, am I feel like this thing is going up. Let me see if I'm right. And you can actually see if you're right or wrong and not even have to lose money. Like you can do it that easy. And that's what we try to guide people to as well is like unless you are extremely confident or it's like you're ready to learn and you're actually going to follow the rules, then okay, yeah, you can put that money up. But if you still shaky, you still a novice, you're still just trying to understand some things, and you just like, I really do not want to put this money up right now. Like I don't have that much to put up right now. I'm just still trying to learn. Utilize that test account. Definitely utilize that test account because there's no way, it should be no reason why you should not be able to learn still.
Right.
You know?
Hey, that market gonna teach you though.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely gonna
it's
teach you.
way easier to have some guidance and getting their experience versus just going in there just trying to experience because it's a thousand things the market can do if you don't know where you are in the market.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That thing could go up, down, left, right, stall out, break out, go a way that you didn't even think it was gonna go. And if you
Side.
don't really have an idea of what you're doing, you're just in there just messing around. Like you just said, that guidance comes into play because that's where that guidance comes in. That guidance is actually saying, hey, look, this is what's going on. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're expecting. This is why we're expecting it. Let's see how it plays out. These are some levels that we're looking at. This is the reason why this is a level that I'm looking at. This is what happens usually at these types of levels. All that type of stuff is very good information that you're not going to know when you very first start. Like, so having a mentor or having a group of people or just anyone that you can actually talk to that has experience trading, has experience putting in orders, has experience reading the market, has experience seeing this stuff, trading, and making some money and not just going in here just doing something, but actually making money doing it. Like that
Mhm.
right there is key. Like once you get with somebody like that, yeah, that furthers your learning and it elevates it and escalates it extremely fast. Like it accelerates it.
It does. Hey, but look, they already know, man. We didn't gave them the spiel, so I
Hmm.
guess we'll see what's going on in the market now, man. We
For
know
sure, for sure.
we got some new all time highs getting hit right now still.
Man, I've been seeing that mess too, man. Like the craziness is like, so I'm looking at the Dow. The Dow is kind of like, eh.
Yeah,
Then
it's
I'm
staying.
looking at the S&P. S&P is still cranking higher, but
Yeah,
it's not like a strong move. It's like very, very, very weak move. It's like
yeah,
just kind of crawling up.
right, right.
And then I'm looking at it kind of like stalling out a little bit too. And then I'm also looking at the Nasdaq. And the Nasdaq is still breaking higher. Like that one is still going a little higher, but I think it's going to start coming down a little bit because the Fed is about to start
Mhm.
tapering.
Yep, that's the end of all of this.
That
That's
easy
the end.
money is gone now. Easy
Hmm.
money is out of here. So, with that being said, you're going to have harder money to borrow. And then on top of that, um I don't think we had time to talk about it, but I know that they were trying to extend the moratorium for the for the mortgages and all that stuff for the renters. They were actually
Mm,
trying to extend that to the 3rd of October. Well, the Supreme Court just came in and overruled it. So now they have like 7 million people that they know of that's behind right now. That's a lot of
man,
supply that can come to the market. Plus, you already have all these new homes that were being built. So you got new home construction. You got at least 7 million roughly that could possibly come to the market. That right there is going to affect some prices. It's going to affect some prices and make things do some crazy stuff. Because there's no way that you hit the market with that much supply and it doesn't do anything to prices. Because
yeah,
there's nowhere near that many buyers out here left. They already stopped buying new homes. They stopped doing that in what, June or July?
yeah. I mean, the price is going up on them, but I mean, some people, what you said at that time, people were prices, but you at one point when the prices went up, people were still buying.
Yeah, prices were still going. Yeah, because see, that was it. The demand was still there. People were
Right,
still
right,
buying, 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 and so the prices were going higher.
right.
They were pushing them prices up with the demand because people had that cheap money too. So you got this cheap money. You remember we talked about that. The cheap money
Yeah,
coupled with all this other stuff was
the
really
rates,
pushing these
were
prices
cheap.
extremely high.
The rates were cheap, but the
Hmm.
price of the houses was higher. You think that's still so? You think the price of the housing then came down a little bit?
Now they're about to come down even more now. They coming down, but they're about to come down even more now. Like they haven't come down really just yet because that
Right.
supply still hasn't hit the market yet. Yeah,
Mm,
the new houses, they're still kind of just sitting there, kind of be trying to wait to be sold too. So once they sit there long enough, they'll start retreating in price. So it's gonna take it a little bit of time. It's not gonna be like a stop of a dime, and so now this thing is just gonna start
right.
tanking. But for
It's gonna
sure,
get back. We're gonna start moving toward back to normal.
yeah. And with how things are going, and with so many people unemployed, we might end up going even lower than where we
Mm,
were. I'm not gonna say that we just gonna go like way down, but I feel like we'll drop down just a little bit to the point where it's like it's a discount. But I'm not thinking like an extreme discount. I'm thinking more like a 10-15% discount. I don't think anything like
the rates stay low along with these prices, man.
see, that's the thing.
That's a come up.
That's the thing, though. The rates ain't gonna stay low like this. Cause see,
Rate can shoot up,
with
man.
the Fed, yeah, with the Fed ending tapering, that right
Right.
there is gonna already like mess all this stuff up because the rates are about to go higher. And once the rates go higher, because they just signaled that they're, ending this stuff. They're tapering now.
Yeah,
So
everything over with.
rates are about to definitely go higher because they're not gonna be purchasing all those billions of dollars of assets every month to keep the rates low. Because you have to continuously buy bonds to keep the rates low.
They're pushing this. I mean, this dollar has been holding so strong. It did a nice drop last week, but it's holding strong.
And
I
think
feel I
about this too,
really
though.
feel like this Friday, release of news records and stuff are gonna be able to get this market moving what it need to do.
Yeah, think about this too, though. With the rates, they're gonna have to start selling those things. The instruments that they have, the bonds that they have, they're gonna
Mhm.
start selling those things, and so that's gonna drive the rates higher too. Cause see, they're not gonna be purchasing anything else, so they're gonna start selling
Right.
so
Trying
that
to
they
get
can
it.
get and that's what's gonna make the thing go higher. That's what's gonna make all these rates go higher.
Mm, I see.
And then that's what's going to lead us into a possible 2022 rate hike.
Yeah, we're finna
And then
see.
once they start hiking those rates again, that's the signal that economy is back on, and now we can raise these rates again. And once we raise these rates, we're going to do it at a steady pace, keep up with inflation, and hopefully that the economy doesn't get too hot. Once the economy get too hot, that's when they're gonna make the rates real high, so they can curb the growth.
Make it get
Because you
some
don't want
good.
to grow too fast, and that's the thing that you got to watch out for too, especially with the stock market. Like, the stock market is looking like we're in an expansion period.
Got to come down.
Like, with the way that the stock market is trading right now, it's trading like we're in an expansion period. Like, it feels like we're in some type of like moment where, it's just some type of big expansion, but it doesn't feel like an expansion right now because we are looking at, higher COVID level tests and things of that nature. So you're looking at an economy that could possibly slow down a lot more. Like, a lot more people are going to be staying in. You're getting back to colder weather. So with this cold weather, does it mean that these guys are not even going to go outside that much now? Because, I mean, like, this is about flu season and all that stuff too. All those other upper respiratory diseases.
Let's think about it too. So, yeah, the tapering and stuff been going on. They've been getting the easy money out there. But I also remember earlier I said this is the most people that are in the percent of the household that have money there. They even said people have been taking loans out to put money in the stock market.
So I'm gonna say this: these people better know what they're doing because right now,
This was my question to get to. So right now, like you said, right now, they putting the money in there. We're not knowing if they doing it good or bad or not. We don't know. But whenever they start the free money start being over with, do you think these new people will be able to keep the market footing and be able to keep it going?
I'm gonna tell you like this: these guys don't know what they finna be into. They don't know what they getting into right now because the thing is, like, this low volume move up is a very scary move up
Yeah,
because to see a market move up on very low volume means that it's something manipulating that market. And somebody isn't selling and they're allowing like these just small time kids to just kind of like buy some stuff up and run that money up because the thing is they know what's about to happen. Like, everybody's out here thinking like, oh, stock market goes up, it can't help but go up. I mean, over a long period of time, like, the appreciation should go up just because things are gonna appreciate and inflation and all this other stuff. And so yeah, you are gonna become more profitable and all that type things because you're gonna sell things for more. Okay, so that being given, yeah, you're gonna have growth with your revenues and all that type stuff. But the thing is, once this once these rates start going up, that affects the bottom line of companies. And that means that they're not as profitable anymore. And once these rates continually go up, or once people even understand that the rates are going up, they're going to start positioning and they're going to position heavy. And if you don't understand anything about any of this stuff, then you're going to be caught in like a mess because you probably were up, but now you're about to take a big hit. Because the thing is, these stocks are about to retrace and they're about to come down big. Because the thing is, they're so overpriced right now. It's kind of like the housing market. Things are like just at a bubble right now. And the bubble is going to burst sooner or later. And once it happens, things are going to start falling. Prices fall like crazy when the bubble bursts. So that's what's going to happen because what's going to burst these bubbles is how bad it's about to be for all these people who don't have homes and all this stuff, who's messing up their credit, all that type stuff. Then on top of that, you have
the unemployment numbers and all this stuff and come out.
yeah, you got unemployment. And
It's
that's coming out
gonna,
this week. We got those numbers coming out this week, so we'll get a gauge of
That's
that.
the beginning of September, right when they said they was gonna do it too.
Yeah.
And historically, they say that historically the market always is have its biggest pullbacks in September.
So with that being said, we got a lot of stuff like that talking about September just not going to be a good year. I mean, a good one. And then you got to just remember, like, we're going into the holiday season. People don't really trade too much in the holiday season. They're going to start pulling this money out because that's how they're going to fund the holidays.
Right.
So you got to start looking at things like that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't see it chugging up any higher too much. Um, I mean, conditions just aren't there for it to be that high, you know?
So, all right, that's fair. So, what would you say? We know there are not going to be many winners, but there are going to be some winners in this fall. You got any winners on your radar right now?
Oh, now the winners when the rates go higher is gonna be anything that's tied to the economy. So all of your energy stuff is gonna be good. Your material stuff is gonna be good. Your banks are gonna be good. All that type stuff is gonna be good, you know? So yeah, those are
Mm,
gonna be your winners. Your utilities are gonna be good, you know. So that
right.
type stuff will be good.
Speaking of
Anything
energy,
like a growth stock though, growth stock you don't want to be a part of growth stock because they're not going to be growing anymore because their bottom line is getting hit. The money is not there anymore. Now, unless you find a growth stock that is fine, you know they got some real good return on their capital and all that type stuff, and they're hitting all their other metrics and all that. If they're not doing anything like that, then no, I wouldn't be, looking at anything in the growth stock area. Value would probably be where you want to go.
right, right. I was about to say, one good one. It's probably perfect timing. With it's probably not a good thing, but that hurricane that hit,
Yeah,
New Orleans, and they are a state that uses the most electricity. Everything is mainly ran off electricity. They don't have use gas like many other states do. It's mainly electricity. So I would keep an eye on on their energy stock,
yeah.
energy.
Oil prices just in general they went higher because of Ida.
Yeah.
Because anytime a hurricane gets into the Gulf, they have a lot of oil rigs and all that stuff in the Gulf. Anytime any type of hurricane comes through there, oil is gonna go high because they're gonna have to scramble to cut all that production because I mean, it's gonna get messed up. The hurricane is gonna have it all over the place. So you don't want to have production going on during the hurricane.
Yeah, them oil. That's the only thing keeping these hanging these oil prices in there right now.
Yeah,
Cause they ready to fall out the sky.
yeah, they're up there right now. But see, the thing is, like inflation is also key. Inflation is what's also keeping it up too, and that's what's keeping these housing prices up, and all that stuff, because the material to build these homes and all that. Because I mean, I'm looking at some of these homes, and you look at the area. You look at all that stuff, and they say location, location, location. Some of these locations isn't that location, location, location that they always try to hammer. They're making locations out of like just crazy areas. Like I can talk specifically about here in Atlanta. They have some areas like that Blandtown area. That is
Mm-hmm.
like one of the it was basically bland over there. Like the name says it, and it was very like I mean, it really wasn't the best area. I'll say that. And they've actually come over there, come in with new construction, and now commanding a price of 700,000 in that area.
Dang.
But if you saw that area before, you would never in your wildest dreams feel like you would be able to get $700,000 out of that. And I mean, you're close to like railroad tracks.
Right.
You're
It's not
like
you're not getting anything.
Nah, like the area that you're in, like they're trying to make it better, but that's the thing is like, yeah, it's getting better, but you're commanding this price now, and that is crazy.
That's
But
kind of what they're doing in Atlanta.
mhm,
Gentrification.
that's all. So with that being said, is that right there is the reason why I said the housing prices are definitely gonna come down.
They ain't got nowhere else to go.
Nah, like they can't stay this high, especially when you're about to start bringing in that much supply and you don't have new buyers for
They,
these new
they
homes.
can run up. That's yeah. They people already can't pay their rent.
And see, once you hit a certain price point, those homes are staying on the market for a very long time. Like once you hit above 500,000, like those homes are on the market for well over 100, 200 days now. Like that's not one of these, oh yeah, we bought a house and we put it up and it sold in 3 days or it sold in 7 days. Like the
Mhm.
housing market was that hot at one point, but that was because the rates were so cheap and people were just, you know, scooping up
Just
as
because,
much as they could.
yep.
Because if yeah, I believe that a lot of these people that were buying these homes were investors. They weren't first time home buyers. Some were, but they weren't first time home buyers. If you were a first time home buyer, that's a terrible market to buy in because this is a seller's market. So you just pay so much money for your first home, which is I'm not gonna say is terrible. If you found a good deal, I'll say always go with a good deal. Always go with a good deal, no matter what the market is. But some some people out here got screwed over.
Hey, maybe it was their dream home. Hopefully,
That's what I'm hoping for. Some people just got homes just because they wanted to have a home too. Like there's a lot of people that was following the crowd too.
yeah,
And that's
it's
what
that.
screws up the economy is because of things like that. And then you had the cheap money, so then you could go out and overbid on a home that was only 200,000. Now you can bid 240,000.
Messing up the
Now
market,
that two hundred and
right?
forty thousand dollar sale goes down as a comp. You see what I'm saying?
Like
So
messing up
now
the rank.
you've artificially inflated this house by like 40,000 already. This
And the people,
area just got bumped up by like 10 to 15, maybe even $20,000 just off your inflated purchase.
right?
And that's how you start getting all these bubbles to start popping up.
Mm.
But the only way you attract new buyers is you have to bring the prices back down because otherwise you'll be sitting here with this home and you'll never sell it. That thing will be sitting on the market for 600 days and you still wouldn't have sold it.
Mm. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Ida did get them gas prices up though. They got them up 10% because they just got me. I had to pay almost $4 for some gas, man.
What?
Yeah, I paid like 3.89.
Uh, hey, they said they ain't gonna run out this time.
That was yeah, cause they gonna keep you from buying it. Yeah, cause they gonna price you out of buying the gas. But that's
Hey,
what Ida did to it. It made the prices go up by like 10%. They spiked.
that's wild. I said, got in. Hey, I'm gonna say I'm ready to see what's gonna when this time play out. But I mean, shoot, this hurricane stuff, man, that just added a whole much more stuff onto the United States plate
Yeah,
because they done already overlooked Katrina when that happened. They can't overlook these people again.
nah. And see,
And
like
what?
I'm just happy that they didn't take a direct hit, but they was close enough to the eye. They was very, very close to the eye. They didn't get the direct hit, but they was very close to the eye.
Look, they said this time they had that new barrier up or something. Hey, that new barrier stayed up. They said it withheld
Okay.
when the new
Now
barrier
you know
came.
the old one stood up too. They just blew it up.
They just blew it
They
up.
just blew it up, man, because it was like they had to sacrifice one part of the city, the rich side or the poor side, because one of them was gonna flood.
Dang. And they just let it go.
Yep. So they said let them go. Messed
Dang,
up
boy,
situation, man.
that's up, boy, for real, boy. They messed up for real.
Yeah.
Shoot. And other news, shoot, the Apple Store, the Droid, the Play Store, and the App Store war is going on in Korea.
Really?
Hey, Korea say they gonna ban both of them unless they allow them to be interchangeable and no competition. Not having one app for one and not having from the other.
Oh man. I mean, but that makes no sense because there's a lot of developers out here that only want to make it for the iPhone. So you gonna say that because it's a developer out there like that that doesn't want to make it for Android, now they ain't gonna even be able to be in Korea.
They said they ain't going for it. They only doing whatever is on the same.
Golly.
Hey, but I think Jerome was saying some one time on the show talking about some they gonna finally have FaceTime or something.
Yeah, he did. He said they were gonna have FaceTime on the Androids.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big move, man. If they have FaceTime on the Android, which I think they probably are gonna do, that's gonna be a
Mhm.
big thing.
Yeah.
But keeping with this Apple stuff right here, I was seeing something else. This is tied to Apple,
Mhm.
one of their products, but Global Star is the name of the
Mhm.
company that I'm talking about. Global Star, they're a satellite service provider. They were up 64% today after
Mhm.
reports that the next iPhone is going to have the ability to utilize satellite communication.
Yep.
So that's going to be the 13. So the iPhone 13 is supposed to be able to have satellite communication.
When they come by the holiday season, huh?
I think it's coming out. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know when it's
Hey,
going to come out
Apple may be one of the winners for the sad September.
because
They
I
already
don't know.
pushing, but that's some good momentum.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do a 12S or they're going to do a just straight 13. So whenever that thing comes out, though. And I don't know if they say the new iPhone is expected to launch this fall, and Apple has not announced any details on the device yet. The phone doesn't have an official name, but many are referring to it as the iPhone 13 for now. So I'm assuming that this new one that they're talking about that's coming out in the fall is going to be the one.
Mm. Oh, for okay, yeah. Hey, that's gonna be right on time.
Yeah.
It'd be good for the market too,
Yeah.
the overall market.
And so it'll help you out when you aren't around 4G and 5G connections. Like when you don't have that type of coverage, then you can use the satellite and you can still like call and send text messages.
Mm.
So I mean that's a
But
pretty good thing right there. Pretty
it is,
cool.
hey, it is new. That's different, you know.
Yeah. 64% though, that's a big move. Global Star, man.
Hey, you saw that other big move of
You said Affirm.
Affirm.
Oh yeah. Affirm, man. I've used those guys before too. Like to buy a couple things.
You heard who they got to deal with now?
Who they gotta deal with now?
Amazon.
Oh wow. Hey, that's a big thing right there. Everybody finna start buying off
Yeah,
Amazon now.
it's over with.
I mean, because once you add that now, it's kind of like, why wouldn't I buy it? That's what's gonna affect a lot of people. And now we're gonna have a lot of people that the same people that's in these homes that's been living in the home that couldn't afford it, but they went out here and got too much, and then they was like, it don't matter. And the same people that went out and bought these overpriced homes is the same people that's gonna be in this situation right here.
Man, hey, I'm all for it, man.
They gonna be buying too much on Amazon.
And then they ain't
And then they ain't gonna have enough money. So what they gonna do is they gonna say, man, I'm gonna buy this $3,000 worth of stuff right now, and I'm gonna use a firm. And now we gonna see a firm start tanking because they ain't hit too many. They ain't got hit too many times. People done hit
improve.
them. Hey, Amazon done killed them. Took them out the game.
Sheesh, sheesh. That
Messed
wild,
up.
right? That wild right there, man.
That is
Hey,
wild though.
look, I think they you heard about in what it is in China. They been making the kids where they can't play games, limited only 1 hour a day.
Wow. Hold on. So are they gonna like have the police going around like arresting kids if they didn't play the game too long?
Bro, they actually barred through the week on the school day, none on the school day, and only 1 hour on the weekend.
Oh wow, 1 hour on the weekend. So they want the kids to go outside. But it's so much pollution and all that stuff over there, man. Do you really want to go outside and play?
Look,
I don't know.
so ask you this: how do you think this could affect the gaming companies? Where kids over at the Chinese population not having these games?
Yeah.
The new Call of Duty is supposed to be coming out. Activision they supposed to be dropping a new Call of Duty. If the whole
Now,
China ain't getting it no more.
does China I really don't know what the sales are in China for like those video games. Cause I know they have like so many stringent like laws and all that stuff. So I
Yeah.
really don't know too much about how
They may
much
not have
sales was
large.
over there.
They may not have a large pot anyway, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure on that one.
I
Cause I
can't
know
believe.
like Korea and Japan, like those guys, they're definitely gonna be on it. Cause Japan makes Sony and all that. You know, their Sony is in Japan. Rather, I'll say that.
Nah, man, these kids right here, man, I feel bad for
That's funny.
them. I guess when they got to turn 21 to play game anytime they want to.
Yeah, you'll be able to drink and play video games whenever you want to. Golly, man, that's some type of privilege to have when you
Hey,
21.
that's what you looking forward to.
You looking forward to playing video games anytime you want to. Yeah, man, my mom won't be able to tell me I can't play video games anymore. Screw the police.
Oh man, that's
That's
funny.
crazy. And we got a dude named John Paulson. This guy right here says inflation is gonna hit, and he's saying it's gonna shoot a lot higher, and so he positioning with energy and gold. So,
Mm,
like I said, like energy is gonna be one that goes up because of inflation as well as the economy doing better and all that stuff. And gold is always something that they go with inflation. And of course, you got crypto. Like the new hedge on it and the new gold is crypto.
right. Mm,
So crypto market has definitely been on a tear too. Like all those things have been going pretty well. Like especially the Cardano and all that stuff. Like really all of them. Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything has been up.
hmm
So that's very good to see.
Hey,
Very
no
good
doubt.
to see.
Hey, guess we got a new competitor for the for a trading platform.
Okay, who is that?
Take a guess. They already in the money.
Tell
They
me,
already in the fintech industry.
already in the fintech industry, and you said they're about to be over here. I don't know. What PayPal? I don't know.
Right on the head.
PayPal.
PayPal finna have a trading platform.
Really?
And guess what they're shooting for? To be a simple, easy user. They gonna wipe Robinhood out.
That's what they said.
Hey, that's what I'm seeing.
Oh,
That
okay.
easy to see.
Hey,
Hey,
now you already know anybody that can gamify the stock market. That's good. They win. They always win because they make it seem like a game, and that's what a lot of the guys hated. Like the older guys, they hate that because they're like that's what's making the guys go out here and make bad decisions and making the stock market go up and down and all these wild
right,
movement is because they gamified the game, the stock market basically.
right. Dang. Hey, PayPal gonna make it a nice, easy user. They got to.
Yeah,
I ain't,
we'll see
I
what
heard
they offer.
I heard we boy got a nice chart on there. I haven't even used it before. I heard
Nah,
them
I've
get
never
back.
used it either. I
Said
just
they
stick to
get
TD, man. TD Ameritrade, I stick with them. I'm cool. Like I don't need to be going bouncing all the way around here and there. I can do my customizations in there. They got that think script stuff. I can code up some stuff. I'm cool.
hey, ain't no reason to jump around, find which one you like. And
Exactly.
stick find the one you
Exactly.
so I do use, TD and Robinhood, I must
Yeah.
say. But Robinhood just my gaming stock profile. That's my gaming, you know.
The gamification, man. I already know. That's how you have fun. It make it feel like you on the Xbox or something when you playing that thing, man. It feel like you playing a game, man. Is this the stock market? Is this real life or what is this?
Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir.
I already know.
Man, hey, I like my little Robinhood app, man.
Yeah.
Hey, cool. You make money on it, then shoot.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If you make money on it, I mean that's all. That's the name of the game is to make some money. So that's all that matters. Make some money.
Mhm.
Hey, we ain't got to that point of time now though. You got some picks.
So I gave out a few, but shoot, actually I got a couple. Let's see. One of them I would say CVS. They real low right now. I'm expecting to seeing a lot of COVID testing coming out.
Yeah.
even more. So I think they're gonna be able to benefit on that.
Oh yeah.
And another one I got is Fubo TV.
Okay.
They actually just came out with this thing where they're not gonna have interactive games. They're
Okay.
gonna be able to have the gaming, like the game showing interactive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like NBA Sports Pass and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Fubo TV gonna have something interactive game
Oh, okay. That's
sports,
interesting.
and that's gonna be big for sports betting.
Yeah, that's interesting right there. Okay.
Mhm.
Now
What you got?
I like AT&T, and then I
Okay,
also I like for a short, I like Nvidia. Nvidia has definitely been going up. I know I sound crazy, but I like that for a short right now. Like for a short time short. I'm not saying this thing finna, be in no bear market or nothing, but a short time short.
right. Can't go up forever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Hey, that's
we
damn
want to
right.
encourage everybody to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com. I know we said it earlier, but we're gonna say it one more time. Because that's where you can go over. You can get you a free subscription, or you can get you a paid subscription. We prefer you to get the premium because that's how you get access to us. You get access to a chat. You get access to our analysis. Get access to our strategies and a whole bunch of other things that we got to offer too. While you're at it, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like our Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely click on the bell. That'll notify you that whenever we go live and all that stuff too. Tell your friends, click in and subscribe to the channel as well too. Helps us out. Helps us get our point and our message out to a whole bunch more people as well too, and we can continue to try to help everyone understand what is going on in the stock market and all these other financial markets.
Facts.
You got anything else you want to add?
I'm good to go, man. Y'all have a good trading week.
Oh yeah. And
Eat.
for sure, for sure. And we'll see you guys back on Thursday. Hopefully you made some money and can come back and tell us about it.